All right, good morning, class. Come on. Yes, good morning. Let's take our seats. Let's get started with today's lesson. Today's lesson is what is theme? What is the difference between theme and topic? And we're going to also learn about how characters' reactions can actually establish the theme. And where we're going to start today is we're going to start with the writing prompt. Now, I did provide all of you index cards as well as pencils, and the writing prompt is here on the board. What would you do if someone tried to steal from you? Now, I do want honest answers, but as you are writing, always keep in mind that you are capitalizing the beginning of your sentence. Make sure that you add punctuation where needed, and make sure you have really well-structured sentences. I'm gonna give you guys a minute, and after we're done with our writing, we're gonna do a quick turn and talk with our partners and share our responses. Let's get started, 1 minute. Very good, but make sure that you restate that question. Good job. Okay, so remember, we have to capitalize the beginning of our sentences. And if you're referring to yourself when you say I, that's a proper noun, so it has to be capitalized. Yeah. Those of us in the back, let's stay on task. Okay. 10 more seconds. All right, we're going back in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so let's identify our shoulder buddies. Let's go ahead and high five, fist pump, point to look in the eye, our shoulder buddy, and let's share our responses. I want the people on the right to share first, then those on the left. Let's share. All right, got about 10 more seconds. All right, bringing it back in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so I heard a sharing, and I think we have some really great responses, but now I want us to share with the class, and I want to hear from Kim. Kim, why don't you share with the class? How would you react, or what would you do if someone tried to steal from you? You would call the cops. Very good. How many of us agree with Kim? How many of us wrote something similar to that? All right, good job. Johnny, how would you react? What would you do if someone tried to steal from you? You would try to take back what belongs to you? Okay, so class, real quickly, just on a more serious note, if this ever happened, and hopefully it never does, if someone tries to steal from you, let's never put ourselves in harm's way. Just let them have whatever they're trying to take. We want to make sure that we are safe at all times. But just to be fair, how many of us wrote something similar to Johnny? Interesting. Now, guys, I want you to understand something. The reason why I'm having you do this activity is because I do want you to be honest, but I want you guys to think for a second. Based on your reaction, there's going to also be another reaction, and there's going to eventually be a lesson that's learned. So we want to make sure that we, tread with caution. We don't want to make really silly mistakes and do something that we would later regret. And that's what our topic is going to be about. Not really our topic, but our lesson is going to be about. So we're going to go ahead and move right into our lesson. In the story that we're reading today, guys, someone does try to steal. But what happens next might surprise you. So we're going to look at how a character reacts to a tough situation and what we as the audience can learn from it. This will help us to actually understand theme a lot better. Now, before we get started with our reading, we will do some partner reading. I want us to do another quick discussion. And with your partners, I want you guys to talk about the difference between topic and theme. How many of us know what a topic is? Show of hands. And how many of us know what a theme is? We still feel we know what, okay, very good. So I'm gonna have the people on the left share first, and then the right, you each will have about 15 seconds to share. Let's go ahead and share. Okay. Don't forget, a topic is usually 1 to 2 words. Yeah. It's never a complete thought. Yeah. Very true. When we're reading fictional stories, there is a lesson that we will learn overall, but it's not the overall idea. That's typically your main idea or your central idea. All right, guys, about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. I heard some really great discussion just now, and I heard someone mention something about the topic, and the way it was being explained is like it was being explained in a full thought. But I want you guys to remember something. A topic is never a complete thought. is usually 1 to 2 words. Let's always have that in mind. And then also I heard someone mention that the theme is an overall idea. Well, that's usually like your main essential idea. Your theme is the lesson that you learn based on how the characters interact in the story. So we want to make sure that we know the difference between the two, but I did provide you guys an anchor chart, so that's going to keep you on task today, and that should help out. On the anchor chart that I'm providing, you'll see that there's what the topic is, what the theme is, and then it gives even more like examples for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and go right into our reading today. I want you guys to make sure that you keep your eyes on that anchor chart, and we're going to partner read. The story is not very long, so just about 10 minutes. But as you are reading, make sure that you are identifying the topic. Is it about friendship? Is it about honesty? Is it about fairness? And then as you are reading more, I want you to ask yourself, well, what are they saying about fairness? What can I learn about truthfulness? What can I learn about love? Just depends on what the topic is, right? So let's make sure we are really intentional and highlight those details that's going to help you actually pull those ideas together. I provided you guys a graphic organizer that can help you actually collect and organize your thoughts as well. Any questions? All right, we're good to get started. 10 minutes, guys.